Hi, I'm Paul Chartier, and tonight we're going to have on for Heart of Gold our friends from Race for Education. We have two young guests, Sarah and Seth Feltz, and the Executive Director and President, Elizabeth Jensen. Hi.
Thanks for having us on, Paul.
You've been here before.
I'm getting pretty comfortable in this seat. I like it.
Your guests get younger and younger.
Yes.
Who are these kids?
Seth Feltz and Sarah Feltz are students in our Starting Gate program. It's an after-school program we started a few years ago in Fayette County and Bourbon County to help middle school students with their homework and also build their literacy and language arts skills.
Well, if in the next 15 minutes, by the articulation of these young people, your program works.
Thank you.
Ladies, go first. Sarah, talk about the program.
They help us with our homework if we need help with it, and because most of the parents, they don't know how to do the stuff that we're doing now, or they learn it different ways, so they don't know how to help us. And so the interns and Miss Jacqueline help us to get our homework done and get our grades up.
So what you're saying is you're smarter than your parents.
Basically.
Yes. And Seth, you go to what school?
Leestown Middle.
And you're in what grade?
8th.
And you're twins?
Yes.
And Seth, what have you gotten out of the program so far?
Basically, like Sarah said, it's harder to do it at home, and I think that two heads are better than one. And it's a lot easier with the interns helping us instead of just our parents helping us. So that's why I got into the program.
Because you'll know that you learn it the right way if someone outside your family is helping you. That's exactly what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Elizabeth, talk about Race for Education. We'll talk about the starting program in a minute. But overall, what you do, how you got formed, and how long you've been around.
This is our 11th year. We started the program in 2002, just providing scholarships for young people in the agriculture and equine industry with significant financial need. And as the program developed over the years, we realized that the young people that we wanted to help, just because they were graduating from high school, just because we were writing them a check, did not mean they were really ready for college or prepared to be successful in college. So a few years ago, we started this outreach program, starting in middle school, to help young people with study habits, improve their grades, and also to work with their families so that their families are starting to think about college sooner, so it's actually on their radar and they're more prepared when the time comes.
And you spoke briefly before, it's not just in Fayette County, it's
Fayette County
it's a
and
big
Bourbon
area.
County.
Yeah.
We provide the program free of charge to the schools. We have one teacher who's one of our staff in each of the classrooms, but we also have a partnership with University of Kentucky, Georgetown, and Transylvania, and if a college student who's an education major will commit to teaching the program for a year as an intern, then they can get a college scholarship through the Race for Education. So it's a win-win for everybody. The college education majors are getting help with their financial burden, and they're also getting hands-on experience in the classroom. And the students are actually getting a very small student-teacher ratio for about 150 hours a year, the school year.
And you brought a tape with you that we can go to look at a snippet of the program?
I do. I believe we have some footage from earlier in the spring in one of our classrooms.
Let's take a look.
My name is Micaiah Harris. I'm in 6th grade, and this is Starting Gate. Basically what we do in here, we do homework, then we read, then we take a break, then we start reading a book. It helps me with my grade. Like, if I had a C, but now I have a B now, so it helps me. So it helps me, like, with words I don't know, and the teachers, they're just so nice. They help you and stuff. They help you if you need help with anything. They don't yell at you. You don't get in trouble in here. I just like it.
Sarah, what has the program done for you?
It has helped me to keep my grades up and to basically know what we're doing so that I can do better, and yeah.
And you and your brother are already articulate. The long-term plan for you is what? What's your dream job?
I'm not really sure. I want to be in like the business, like have my own business, but I'm not sure what I want it to be yet.
Your brother might know what he wants. Seth, what's your plan?
I would want to be a plastic surgeon or a youth minister.
And what has the program done for you?
It has helped me understand and keep my grades up. Even though the grades only go to 100, I've had at least 105% in at least one class throughout the year. And it's helped me understand and study before tests because I was so smart in elementary school that I didn't have to study. And it kind of got hard for me once I hit middle school. So the interns and our teacher helped me start studying and again to the habit of that, so I'll get a higher grade instead of just saying, oh, I'll get it.
Mm-hmm. Elizabeth, how many students are in the program? Do you have any idea?
We have about 20 students in each classroom. In Leestown, we have 3 classrooms this fall. We will have 4 next year. In Winburn, I think there's about 10 students in each class. In Paris, also, we had 3 classrooms this year. We'll have 4 or 5 classrooms next fall. The enrollment, after the first year, the enrollment has picked up so fast.
Like hundreds. Hundreds. And whose impetus was this? Because this is a great idea for kids. Was it your idea?
Yes, it was mine. You know, I really was trying to find a way to help the students be prepared for college because I was working with so many students graduating from high school and they had okay grades and could get into college, but then we were spending a whole first year in college with students doing remedial work. It was taking them much longer to graduate, and the cost of tuition is so expensive when you get into college. If you're just doing things that you should have learned in high school, we thought we would try and start at an earlier age so kids would be up to speed and ready to go to college when the time came.
Not that your program needs credibility, but Race for Education, talk about some of the colleges that you've sent kids or helped kids get into.
We've had lots of students at UK, lots of students at U of L, a few students at Midway. I think we've had a couple at Transy, but we've also had students that have gone to Skidmore, to Rutgers, several students that have gone to Texas A&M. Really good schools.
Maybe even a Bellarmine?
We did have a Bellarmine, you
Maybe
are
even
right.
a Bellarmine.
We've actually had 2 students go to Bellarmine.
Snuck in a Bellarmine there.
You're never going to forget that.
No, that's my
We
alma
did
mater.
one of our first graduates went to Bellarmine.
The program's outstanding. How is your program funded? Because we don't want to run out of money.
We don't want to run out of money. It's primarily privately funded through individual donors, corporations, grants. We do receive a large federal grant through the Health and Human Services Department in Washington. If all of our college students take a financial literacy course, which we had developed anyway before we got the grant, but we really felt the young people that we were working with didn't have a lot of good financial mentors. And a lot of the colleges now, when they send the acceptance letter, they also send a loan document that the students have to sign when they send back the acceptance letter. So we really wanted to have our young people getting some kind of financial education. So we developed a financial literacy program, and we get a large federal grant for all of our students who participate in that program.
Shall we put up your website and phone number? And if any philanthropists want to watch and donate and pick up the phone or email you to donate, how do they do it?
Absolutely. RaceForEducation.org. There is a button in several places where you can donate online. And the Starting Gate website is starting-gate.org, and there's a link there that will take you back to the Race for Education.
Okay. You're how old right now?
13.
13? And because you're twins, you're probably the same age?
Yeah.
Do you realize what a gift this is that's being offered to you and how it's going to help you, not in college, but down the road as well?
Yes.
Yeah? Now, your classmates, do they realize how good this is too?
I think they do.
And Sarah, you can chime in anytime you want to.
Talk about some of the fun stuff. It's not just all work. We do some fun things in the program too.
We do some really fun things like
That a girl.
some
Loosen them up a little
but
bit.
no, we do some fun things too.
one time we read part of the book The Skin I'm In. So we took a craft and we made a portrait of ourselves out of foam, and we wrote down things about what the skin we're in, not about just what the color is, what we look like, what's inside our heart and what we feel, where we came from and things like that. So it really showed how our classmates have came to who they are.
Mm-hmm. More fun stuff from Sarah?
At the end, when we realized that everybody's grades were were staying up, and that everybody was keeping them up, then Miss Jacqueline let us, like, I think it was every Thursday, like, we would do something like play a board game or something, just because it was the end of the year and from where we had done good throughout the year.
And any other fun stuff that you guys do?
We've done a lot of stuff, and right now, tomorrow's our last day, but I'm actually in Starting Gate Camp, and we have took field trips almost every single day. And my favorite part of the Starting Gate Camp was going to the TV station.
Mm-hmm.
It was really awesome.
Now, when the mentoring stops, does that mean your work ethic is going to slow down too, or is it going to keep on going?
Keep
It
it
might
going.
slow down during the summer, but it's going to pick right back up to where it was or higher during the next school year.
Well, this has been great. And Elizabeth, if you want to talk to parents in the last minute about why they need to make a donation and get their kids in the program.
It helps the kids with not only their academic skills and their study habits, but really developing social skills, and we do a lot of things out in the community and give the young people opportunity to experience different things and visit places that they might not otherwise get to do. And I think it helps make all of the kids a lot more well-rounded.
Well, to connect these dots to help the kids flourish when they leave high school is fantastic, but to have an impact on the kids that live in our community, humble but good, great idea, Elizabeth.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. And good luck to you in the upcoming months during your campaign. I am Paul Chartier. We'll be right back at Heart of Gold.